2008, and you're playing some Mario Kart Wii at your friend's house after school. Or, I don't know your age, I guess. It could be 96, and you're playing Mario Kart 64. Or 2017, and okay, it doesn't matter what year and what Mario Kart it is, alright? You're at your friend's house in year playing Mario Kart, and you're beating their ass. And then that snake throws a blue shell at you and plummets you from first place to last. It's infuriated all of us before, and we've also all been on the other side, happily throwing that blue shell at our smug friend that's been in first place all race. The blue shell plays an important role in Mario Kart games. It's an equalizer. It makes the players in the back feel like they have a chance at beating their annoying friend who plays way too much Mario Kart. Blue shells are a comeback mechanic, a common element in multiplayer games, especially the more casual ones, that gives a losing player advantages over a winning player. Blue shells are probably the most well-known and obvious example, but it's actually pretty common and you may not even notice its use. Keeping on the subject of Nintendo games, recent Smash games have a noteworthy example: Rage. Every Smash release in Smash for 3DS has included a mechanic that makes players that have taken more hits deal higher knockback, meaning the more you get beaten, the easier it is to make a comeback. As you can expect, this is incredibly polarizing the Smash community. Due to Smash having multiple stocks per game, a mechanic that is intended for comebacks instead allows players that are already ahead to run away with their lead. This was at its worst in Smash for 3DS and Wii U, where Rage allowed characters to kill others at 0% damage taken. Smash also has an optional mechanic called Pity Smash, which gives players who are killed a free final smash. Oh yeah, I can't talk about this game without also mentioning the character that's entirely based around doing better the more he gets damaged. Other Nintendo examples are Mario Party, which does stuff like making Bowser give coins instead of taking them if you're broke, and giving the player in last place a free item. Pokemon has multiple moves that can be considered comeback mechanics like Pain Split and Endeavor. Splatoon has an ability straight up called Comeback that gives players who die a bunch of bonuses. Even cooperative games like New Super Mario Bros. Include it in subtle ways, like when playing multiplayer, any slow players get put into bubbles that speed through all the obstacles to the player leading the pack. Honestly, if it's a Nintendo multiplayer game, it'll most likely have some sort of comeback mechanic. That isn't to say it's restricted to Nintendo games, however. In addition to kill streaks, COD Modern Warfare 2 and 3 had death streaks. Death streaks rewarded you for dying in multiplayer, giving bonuses that range from dropping a grenade after dying to being able to survive death. Plenty of fighting games have it too. Marvel vs. Capcom and, fittingly, Dragon Ball FighterZ have X Factor and Sparking Blast respectively, boosts that can be activated at any time, but are stronger if the player has less characters on their team. Street Fighter has its Revenge Gauge and V-Trigger mechanics, which allow access to special moves if you take or block enough damage. Soul Calibur has the Critical Gauge, which fully fills if the player is about to lose the match. Honestly, these mechanics are incredibly common in fighting games, and I could probably do an entire video going over them in particular. One thing worth noting about fighting games is that while they typically have a lot of comeback mechanics, they're offset by the insane amount of snowball mechanics that benefit the player currently winning. In a similar vein to fighting games, MOBAs typically have comeback mechanics to offset the snowballing. For example, Dota 2 gives the losing team more golden XP from killing enemies, and players with large kill streaks are worth extra. In League of Legends, a player who hasn't killed anyone that life is worth less gold. These are subtle mechanics that may not be able to turn the tide alone, but give the losing team one less thing to worry about. Striking that balance is the main challenge with comeback mechanics. They exist in order to prevent newer players from getting discouraged, and if not added, can result in total shutout games that make the loser want to quit. On the flip side, if implemented too strongly, they end up discouraging the better player. Why put in the effort to get good at something if the game heavily rewards someone who doesn't know what they're doing? It's impossible to judge comeback mechanics in general because their necessity and intrusiveness depends entirely on the individual game, but I'll still try to give my opinion. I believe they're a necessary evil in more casual games like Mario Kart, but quickly become a problem in competitive games. I'm super interested to see what anyone watching this video thinks about them, and if you have anything to add, please post a comment. And thanks for watching this video. There are a lot more on the way, for real this time.